big part of one of the big
Yeah.
findings of the study is that often when the buyer, I think especially when the buyer seems rather excited, and this manifests in, hey, this demo was amazing, or can I have more of these demos? I'd love my colleagues to come on, and it feels like they're very excited, and they say, you know what, this is something we absolutely should do. And then they start to go kind of cold. They start to kind of backtrack. They start to can't get them on the phone. They're not really giving you
Yeah.
much information. And
Terrible.
what most sellers do in that situation, the reason and they make it worse is because they misinterpret that hesitation. They assume that that hesitation is rooted in a lack of persuasion. Their sort of working assumption is, well, they must not want it enough. I mean, they're telling me that they want it, but if they really wanted it, they'd be showing up to these calls and they'd be willing to
Mm.
put time on the calendar and they'd be making this business case and they'd be advocating on behalf of this. So they must not want it enough. And so what they do is they double down on it. They go back to that case for change and they really try to throw a bunch of fear on top of that decision and try to drive urgency against it. And what we found in our study is that actually backfires more often than not. More than 80% of the time, actually, it backfires, it makes things worse. You actually make it more likely the buyer makes no decision at all. Now, there's some psychology that's involved there, but so it's both. It's happening both because this is just the nature of things, and this is how people kind of get overwhelmed as you go to make types of decisions. But then also we make things worse when we go to engage with them from a sales perspective.